Hello, Andy.
Alright, what's up guys, it's Indy, and we're getting low on watermelon. I fed the cats, but we're back for part 3 of how I found Zam, and my story on how I worked my way up through the ranks. I'm not sure what gameplay is behind this right now. I'm about a half hour into recording or whatever, and I certainly don't have a half hour of whatever I plan to have behind this, so check the description for whatever, if you want to know whatever's playing in the background, if I described it at all. So anywho, what we talked about last time, I lose my voice a little bit, but we just talked about a couple memorable games I had, and it was my game with Big Joker and Cows on Radiation, my Duketown game, my crack game. So I figure I can camp alone. I'm a good player. I'm really improving now, and I'm really getting better. Okay? Now, random day on the server. I'm playing. Other guys are playing. It's about full. Zem is just about dying at this point. And all of a sudden, Griggs, not Griggs, it was Echo, I think, said, "Anybody want to play zombies?" Ah, what the hell? This is like another story I told. But, I go, sure, I want to play zombies. I got to so-and-so whatever level again. I'm good at zombies. So, he said, anyone want to play with me and Griggs? So it was me, Griggs, Echo, and then one other kid. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure now, but that kid turned out to be Breezy. Now, Breezy is not with us anymore. I'm not going to say why. He might be watching this video. He might have been that kid, or he might have been not. But there was a fourth player who was a good knifer, on EU at least, that we played zombies with. So, like any zombie game with the UU members, it turns out to be a giant hack fest, and we're all flying through walls, running around, unlimited ammo and whatnot. But, played a little bit of Kingo, got done with that. I actually got invited to a voice chat with Griggs and Echo. It's not that he didn't have a mic, he didn't talk on his mic, so it was just Griggs. And this is the first time I've ever met Griggs and talked, not met Griggs, I've seen him a couple times. I do not remember when I met Classics and when I first talked to him. All I do is I remember Classics coming in up a couple games, and then when he came in the game one time, he made it fucking daylight. And when the fog is 0, the maps look absolutely fucking beautiful. So every fucking time he joined the game, I remember just going, Classics, can you make it daytime? Classics, can you make it daytime? Classics, can you make it daytime? So, that's all I really remember. I don't know why I can't. I'm sorry, I don't remember being in Classics. I even talked to him for the first time. But, so I'm in my first chat with Griggs, and, I mean, what I hear is just one of the most sick, dying people on their deathbed that I've ever fucking talked to. I don't know why, but Griggs was like so fucking sick when I was talking to him. And he was like talking like this, and you know, maybe coughing up blood or who knows. But I was like, this motherfucker needs an ambulance or something. Can we get this man some surgery? Like, I was like, damn. But what I remember is we went back to Zam. We had a couple good games together. Just me and him talking along with Echo listening and fucking around. I remember he was like the last survivor, and he said, Indy, go here, and there was like a random cade sitting on the map, and he goes, tell people I glitched out on the map, because there's just a random cade sitting there, like all the zombies were around the cade, and they were like, he glitched on a map, but he was just hiding in a corner, and it was like the funniest fucking thing to me. So, Griggs is up to his normal trolls, and we seem to have a good time together. And, you know, we started becoming friends and hanging out, talking more after that. So, that was how I met Griggs and Echo. And, I guess it turns out if you really want to make your way up through this mod and become friends with admins, what you need to do is be good at regular zombies and be there at the opportune time that they ask for somebody to help them want to play zombies. Who knows? If I'm not there, if I don't say yes and I want to play zombies with some of these guys, who the fuck knows where I would be in this mod right now? Who the fuck knows I'd be in life? And if I wasn't there and said, yeah, I want to play, I mean, who fucking knows? Little shit like that is what really makes you wonder how fucking crazy life is. And, you know, that's how... if you ever see an admin and he wants to play zombies, you better fucking say yes, because you don't know where things might go. So, I don't actually have it written down here, but I have MLG written next. But what I talk about is a little more about Echo. And Echo, I believe, I got good and learned how to play the mod. I'm not saying all by myself, but a majority of it was me wanting to work and wanting to get better. But then Echo, it was like the next day or something after that game we played with me and Griggs, he called me in voice chat again, and it was only me talking, but I remember a game of Cracked, and Echo, and there was a little boy on the server, like a 6-year-old. And God, I was horny. No, I'm just kidding. But, me and Echo were laughing about it, and he wanted me to say something funny because he kept laughing at everything I said. And he's like, "Talk to the little boy. Talk to the little boy." So, I go to talk to the little boy, but not his indie. I went and talked to the little squeaker in a bus driver voice. So, fuck. So I was like, "Hey, little man, you wanna," like, I don't fucking know, but I just went on a whole fucking story about loving candy, and that I had candy, and that he was my candy, and I was pretending to be a bus driver. And Echo was laughing, and he was fucking dying. He was just constantly wanting me to keep going and talking to the kid, because he was having the time of his life fucking listening to it. But, so, me and him, then every day after that, he started calling me, and he would just sit there and listen, and I would just, talk to myself. But we would come and play Zam. I never saw Echo. This whole time I was really playing Zam, I never saw Echo much, until we talked to him then, and he started playing with me. Then he, played every day on the server with me. But he was the one, if there's someone really taught me some stuff in Zam and whatnot, I'm Echo. If you're still listening to this, buddy, Smeckles, that was our name. I just want you to know that, fuck you, cause, you gave that copyright strike to Jack, and you're a little bitch over that, and we had a big fight over it. So fuck you. No. But other than that, he didn't really teach. He taught me a lot of cool secrets, or he taught me a different way on how to play the mod. Not just to play the mod good like a tryhard, but how to excel at the mod in an awesome way, and just to do shit awesome. Whatever you're gonna do shit awesome. When there wasn't a lot of players on the server, there was only 12, and there was no reason to camp and go try hard, because it wasn't a full server. He would always be trying to do, whether it be stack somewhere, arcade something differently. He was one person who really brought the ideas to mines. He had some really not secret, but different ways of using mines or using different classes. And he just was always trying to do something epic and something awesome in the mod. And he's the guy who really taught me how, I don't want to just do good, but I want to do something epic and do awesome stuff. And, you can do that without having to try hard in the mod and whatnot. I might have been doing more at that time. So, that was that. He did a Tomahawk only. He was the first person I saw 200 kills in Zam. He did a Tomahawk only game on Array, in that he wasn't only Tomahawks, but it was a majority of Tomahawks. He just kept buying Tomahawks and got 200 fucking kills from it. I was like, holy fucking shit. You're the first person that I saw do that. And, that was amazing for me. He got 200 kills doing only Tomahawk in that one PK spot on Array. So, yeah. If anyone taught me how to really do this, play Zam good or play Zam awesome, or the way I play Zam today, it was that guy. We had a lot of fun times together. We had a lot of jokes and whatnot, and so he really made me MLG. That's why I have MLG here. So now I'm really starting to get known. Now, like, players know me, regular players know me, even players on EU know me. And I didn't play EU so much. I forget how I found out about EU, but I knew a couple players on EU, and I always liked the EU server more because they had more knifers, and because they had more knifers, things were more competitive. Um, and by competitive, it wasn't just against the zombies. It was who can get all the kills before zombies buy HP and whatnot first. So you were almost competing against your own survivors over kills because you had so many people running around, and it was very fun for me. I loved the competition of it. I absolutely loved it. And then if someone good was a zombie, then you all had a problem. But if you still wanted those points, you were gonna fight not only against a zombie but against your own fucking teammates to go get that kill. And I always like EU because of that. They always had at least 5 or 6 dedicated knifers, which I mean at some point they were all in UUK. UUK wasn't quite up yet. UUS, one thing Echo did, we weren't the first ones. I think it was I think it was Ramsey and King were the first ones to come up with UUS. This was after UUK, but then like they just like stepped down and Echo took charge of it or whatever. But me and him had the weird of like we ran around. We did a whole dual taj. We were just running around with M40s, and I found out it was like knifing again. It was like the first time. Remember my experience? I was talking about running and knifing, how fun that was for the first time. Running and sniping with Echo just renewed the whole fucking thing for me. And I was like, wow, this is a new way to play a server. This is awesome. Just running and sniping with the M40, and so we had our fun doing that. He wasn't quite yet an admin at this time. He was still mod actually. I believe Pat became an admin by now. I'm trying to say some other stuff. But now all of a sudden, one day, we're on my laptop. We're still on my old laptop. And all of a sudden one day I was playing a regular multiplayer. And I was just playing it normally. But then I realized every time I would rush out of the house and go to jump over the bus, press spacebar, my game would pause. And I'd be like, what? So I'd do it again, run over. Every time I tried to jump up and run through the bus, my game would pause. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I go, oh, fuck, what the hell? It's the space bar. And, was it? Yeah, it was the space bar. And I was like, what the fuck? My space bar is broken. And, this was because I know a couple other keys were already bad. My P key was bad. It would like pop up something in the settings that was like projector, like if I wanted to plug in a projector and use it like fucking teachers do maybe. But this was mainly because my dad used to go on my laptop and we'll just say do things that caused viruses or something that fucked it up, and he doesn't know how to use the fucking internet. So I mean, just a bunch of shit was downloaded on my laptop that fucking it fucked up all of a sudden my keyboard one day. Like a bunch of shit is broken on it. Keys don't do the right thing, so I have to reconfigure my whole keyboard just to play. I don't even remember anymore. I don't remember what I used for jump, because I know I wasn't the spacebar then. I think I would have been V, so it might have been C. And crouch, I think crouch might have been something else here. I'm looking at my keyboard. Crouch wasn't C like it is now. Right now my sprint is X, not shift like other people. But, so yeah, all of a sudden my keyboard is broken now, and my spacebar is broken, so I can't type to people. And so every time in the server, if I wanted to talk, I would type one word at a time. So it looked like a lot of spam if I wanted to do a sentence. It would do the, enter, man, enter, went, enter, to, enter, the, enter. Like if I wanted a whole sentence, it would just show up like that. You had to read it from top to bottom. Like I think it was the knife and drummer who, I don't know how he met her. I don't remember how we met, but he was a good friend of mine. He said, why don't you just use like a period? So that's what I did when I typed. So I then used a period. I mean, my A was always capitalized, and if I wanted a P or a Q, if I wanted to do a P, the letter P, I had to type in a Q, so it was just a backwards lowercase p. So my keyboard was all fucked, and I would type with periods because the space bar would pause my game, and even out of game, my space bar would fuck up and screw something up. So it's really a struggle. If you look at some of the stuff, like I said, like I pointed out before on the website, that my keyboard and my spacebar were a struggle and all that. So now we gotta go back to becoming a UU member. Like I said, I became known in the server and on EU, and I remember a lot of EU people, and they already thought I was like a mod or something because just I thought they were really good, and I didn't really realize that I was that good that they had respect for my gameplay too because they're like, Indy, you're really good. They're like, you're better than me. And I was like, what? This kid thinks I'm better than him? Really? I'm not that good? But so once I noticed I was really actually kind of getting respect from the community and from the server, I said, yeah, I'll do it. Because this is one thing. Echo also pushed me to do this. Because now I was on the website more. Echo got me more involved in that. Blah, blah, blah. So, this has been going on for 15 minutes again already. And all I did was cover, what, 3 topics? For fuck's sakes. We're going to cut off this one. I'm going to hopefully squeeze it all in the last part. Oh, yeah, I am. But, hope you guys enjoy this. Stay tuned for part 4 on how I played Zam. Not sure what gameplay is going to be behind all this, like I said, but stay tuned for that. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Hope there's a lot of love, because this is all pre-made in advance, but